Let's talk about the secret ingredient behind, well, basically everything in our modern world. Every app, every website, even the most complex AI, they all run on a single powerful idea. And here's the best part, it's not some complicated secret. It's a way of thinking you've already mastered. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and show you the superpower you use every single day.
Okay, let's start with a super simple question. You're getting ready to leave the house. You glance outside and it's pouring rain. What's the first immediate thought that pops into your head? What do? You grab an umbrella, right? Of course you do. And that right there, that lightning-fast decision, if it's raining, then I'll take an umbrella. That's it. That's the core of logic. You just ran a perfect little logical program in your brain without even thinking about it.
So you see, this isn't about learning some strange new skill from scratch. Nope. This is all about recognizing the incredible logical machine that's already running in your mind, all day, every day.
Just think about it. If you're hungry, then you find some food. If the light turns red, then you hit the brakes. If your phone battery is low, then you plug it in. Your entire day is just a long chain of these if-then decisions. It's second nature.
Okay, so we've got this if-then thing down. It's how we navigate the world. Now, let's just put some official names on these concepts, because this is where we build the bridge from our everyday thoughts to how technology actually works.
First up, we have logic. You can think of logic as the rules of the game. It's our built-in truth detector. It helps us make sense of the world by figuring out, okay, if this is true, then that must be true. It's the engine that powers all of our rational decisions.
So what happens when you use that logic to create a step-by-step plan? Well, then you've got yourself an algorithm. Now, I know that word can sound kind of scary and technical, but it's not. Seriously. The absolute best way to think about an algorithm is that it's just a recipe.
I mean, check this out. Making a cup of tea is a perfect algorithm. You follow these exact steps in this exact order to get the results you want. And just like any good recipe, the order is absolutely crucial, right? Try adding the tea bag after you've already added the milk and sugar. It's just not going to work out well.
So this recipe thinking is everything when it comes to understanding computers. Because here's the thing about computers. They have zero intuition. They can't guess. They can't just figure it out. They need a precise step-by-step recipe for absolutely everything they do.
Our human minds are, well, they're kind of beautifully messy. We can jump to conclusions, we can read between the lines, we feel things. Computers, on the other hand, are masters of precision. They can't improvise, but what they can do is follow a set of instructions a billion times without ever making a mistake. It's a different kind of smart.
And to get a computer to do anything at all, you have to speak its language. And what is that language? It's the same simple if-then logic we've been talking about this whole time. If this happens, then do that. That's it. That's the foundation of everything from your video games to your spreadsheets.
All right, enough theory. Let's actually put this into practice. We're going to put on our computer thinking hats for a minute and solve a problem, step by step.
Okay, here's our mission. We've got a short list of numbers, 12, 45, and 27. Now, your amazing brain probably just glanced at that and instantly knew the answer. But how would you write a recipe, an algorithm, for a computer to solve this, especially if it can only compare two numbers at a time?
So here's how our algorithm would do it. Step 1. We look at the first two numbers, 12 and 45. Which one's bigger? 45. Okay, so we'll call 45 our temporary winner. Step 2, we take our winner, 45, and we compare it to the next number in the list, 27. Is 45 still bigger? Yep. Since we're at the end of the list, that's our answer. 45 is the largest. See? We just broke a problem down into simple, foolproof steps.
And this is where it gets really exciting. Because this way of thinking, this ability to break a big, messy problem down into small, manageable steps, it's not just for computer programmers, it's a superpower for everyday life.
I mean, think about a doctor diagnosing an illness. They follow a very logical process of elimination. Or an engineer building a bridge. They can't just wing it. They follow an incredibly precise algorithm. This kind of thinking is everywhere, from the artist's studio to the CEO's office.
So really, what we've been talking about today is a toolkit, a mental toolkit that you can use to solve pretty much any challenge that comes your way, whether it's at work, in a hobby, or just in your personal life. And it all boils down to these 3 simple steps. 1. Understand the problem clearly. What are you actually trying to do? 2. Break it down. Chop that big problem up into tiny, bite-sized pieces. And 3. Tackle those pieces one by one in a logical order. That's it. That's the secret sauce. And if you remember just one thing from our chat today, let it be this. Algorithmic thinking is not about knowing everything. It's about thinking clearly. It's not about being a genius. It's about having a process, a clear path to follow when things get complicated. It's about trading confusion for a solid plan.
So there you have it. You've had this superpower all along, the power of logic, of algorithmic thinking. Now you just have a name for it. The only question left is, what problem are you going to solve first?